Hi everyone, I'm FMGreeno. Welcome along to episode 33 of the Mighty Magyars, my FM21 international save where I'm managing Hungary. And today we have an absolutely crucial Euro 2028 qualifier. It's the last group game and we're at home to Sweden. Quick look at the league table shows exactly why this is such a crucial match. The top 4 teams only separated by 1 point, and this is the last game of the qualifiers. So, Ireland are in 4th on 18 points currently, but they travel to Estonia. The only team that Estonia have picked up any points in the qualifiers so far against has been Andorra. So you're expecting Ireland to win there. Bulgaria, who sit in 2nd place, level with us on points, they are in Andorra. So a guaranteed 3 points for them today. We take on Sweden. Obviously Sweden are a decent side. They are 1 point behind us on 18, so a draw would keep us above them, but it's unlikely to be enough to top the group or even finish 2nd. So really, we're looking for a win. All in all, we've made 5 changes to the lineup for this game. The Ireland game was just 3 days ago, and there are a few heavy legs out there. So Sabot Schön comes out, Schaefer, Franjic, the new centre-half, and Fodor. They're replaced by Kecskes, Tort, Metsé, and Chobot comes in on the right-hand side. We are going to make one more change. As you can see here, Hut Wagner is back available, so he's going to come in for Berkey. Anyway, off to the stadium. Wish me luck. So we kick off, really hoping for a performance from the boys today. If you remember from the episode we had when we played away in Sweden, we were fairly roundly beaten by them. They got some very top quality players in their lineup. Like Kulusevski, Alexander Isak, for example. One thing that I mentioned in the last episode against Sweden was that I was hoping to take advantage of their ageing defence. So Molnar up top again. Hopefully he can use that little bit of acceleration. They've got players like of Lindelöf, who are now 33 in-game, playing at the back. So there's an opportunity there for a little bit of pace, I think, to maybe give us a chance or two. But we need to get better balls forward than we did just then. They'll mop them up all day long, I'm sure. So 10 minutes in, Tort the right back has it. Looks down the right to Chobot, who cuts inside, finds Sobosloy. Good ball to Molnar, and can he finish it? Oh, what a save. Oh. This is quite tense. Bulgaria have taken the lead, as you would expect them to, away in Andorra. So that puts us down to 2nd as things stand. Bertalan Kun already picked up a yellow card there. We'll have to keep an eye on him. So Chobot here gives it to Nodge. Good strong challenge there to keep the ball. Here goes Molnar again. Shot blocked. And cleared, but I thought that was going to be an extension of the highlight then, but clearly not. Bulgaria are 2 up now. Seems Ireland aren't winning in Estonia just yet though, so that's interesting. Here comes Sweden, Kulusevski on the ball. 2 men over to him, but that leaves Svenberg a little bit freer there. Wagner claims that cross easily enough though, under no real pressure whatsoever. Up towards Chobot. His flick on doesn't find Molnar, and Sweden come again. Good ball by Kulusevski. Isak is in, and a good save, a good double save. Hut Wagner back in the side today after his little injury, proving his worth. That's a good challenge there by Tort, but unfortunately the clearance doesn't find Molnar, who's looking pretty isolated up top there, isn't he? That's something we might have to think about in the second half. We definitely have to think about it because we're behind. That is far from ideal. Metsé, our defensive midfielder, has picked up a knock as well. So maybe that's actually a catalyst for a change I'm going to make. So, a tactical change, not just a change in the player, but we are going to go 2 up top. We have Chaba Hedji, who can come on. Where would he like to play? He would like to play. He can play as a deep line forward, so that's all right. We'll do that. Yeah, I think we're happy enough with that. We're not going to go too crazy, but we're going to go to a positive mentality. We're not going to go attacking unless we really have to towards the end. 25 minutes on the clock now. Shaloi out here on the left-hand side. Back to Kuhn. Good ball in, but unfortunately the Hungarian lad there was in an offside position, so didn't even make a run for the ball. Swedish keeper clears it long. Oh, that's not a great header by Balog. Kulishevsky. Tort comes across, though, to get in. Well done. Wagner now with the ball at his feet. Oh, what has he done? That was a terrible clearance. Oh, we were almost made to pay for it. Right, any news from the Ireland game? Yes, Ireland are winning now, so we're down to 4th in the group. We were top at the start of play. Jeez. Okay, we need to get back into this game, and we're not going to do it like that, are we? Giving the ball away. Sweden pouring forward here. Carlson, good effort. I think that was deflected, wasn't it? No. So, 10 minutes here till half time. Sweden absolutely dominant. Wagner comes out and claims that one. And another poor clearance from Wagner. Sweden are first to everything at the moment, aren't they? That's a great ball. Larsson, good save. We really are relying on Wagner to keep us in this game at the moment, though, aren't we? Even having 2 up top isn't really helping us with an out ball. Okay. We're going to man mark Alexander Isak. Bulgaria are 6-0 up after 34 minutes now. Goodness me, this isn't getting any better, is it? Here comes Sweden again. Good ball in, headed clear this time, but once more, a Swedish player picks up the second ball. I think we're going to have to get into these boys a little bit at half time, because they are not doing the business for us today. Kuhn headers it clear once again, only to a Swedish player though. Good Lord. Isak is in and he finishes it easily. You can see it coming. They're just so much sharper than we are at the moment. Right, we're definitely demanding more. We've got to think about what we can do at half time to change this up a little bit, because we are getting pummeled. Not as pummeled as Andorra, admittedly, but we are by far second best in this game. A throw in here from Tort, cleared by Isak, and the Swedish player picks up the ball again. Nodge, or he got away with that tackle then. Looked a bit of a naughty one. Right, so 2-0 down at half-time. Look at this XG story. We started the game pretty well, and it's been all Sweden from about 15 minutes in. So we are going to get into these boys. Expect to see a much better showing in the second half, or at least they're motivated. We'll give it about 15 minutes to see if that makes a difference. If it doesn't, we're going to start tinkering about with the tactics again. So, another attack building here for Sweden, perhaps. Oh, Kuhn gets on the ball. Back to Wagner. Hopefully his distribution's a bit better in this second half. What's the Sobosloi? Molnar, come on, son. Get us back into this game. Blocked again. Ah, that was a real opportunity. Sobosloi takes the corner. Headed clear, but he gets an opportunity here. Doesn't take it. Ball hoofed clear by Sweden. So, free kick here for them. Oh, off the bar. Goodness me. Right, Hedgie, this is the first we've seen of you in this game. Well, that wasn't too impressive, was it? Little run down the right and ball into touch. Okay. Kuhn with a throw. Finds Sholoi. Back to Kuhn. Up towards Molnar, but unfortunately doesn't find him. That's a good challenge by Balog. He's got to be a little bit careful. He's on a yellow as well. You might have to think about telling a couple of these boys to ease off a little bit. Got 2 of our defenders on yellows. I think if we get a sending off here, we are done. Here's an opportunity though. There's Molnar back to Shaloi. Can he get the ball in? He can. Sobosloy! Oh, what a save! I don't believe it. What an opportunity that was. If we'd got back to 2-1 then, well, I really would have fancied our chances of going on and getting another one, but... Okay, corner ball here. Sobosloy once more. Headed clear again. Sweden pick up the loose ball. Can we break up this counter-attack? Larsson is running with it. No, it finds a ball into Kulusevski. Good save, Hoot Wagner. What a great counter-attack that was. Okay, Balog is on his last legs. So we need to think about taking him off. Oh, goodness, look at that. The goalkeeper's playing like Ederson. Kulusevski, no foul. Corner ball. Okay. We'll wait for this highlight to play out, and then we're going to have to make that change at centre-half, I think. So we're going to take Balog off. He's on a yellow card and puffing. And we're going to bring on Franjic, even though he's not 100% himself. About 20 minutes to go. We're going to have to start going attacking. Bit more direct again. Mixed crosses, I think. Vary things up a little bit. And early crosses. Play a little bit wider. Stretch the play a little bit if we can. We've got to get the ball first, though. We need 2 goals minimum in the last 20 minutes. To be honest, apart from 1 or 2 little chances, we haven't looked like troubling the scorers too much, whereas Sweden could have had an absolute hatful. "15 minutes to go. We're going very attacking. We are firing the boys up. Come on now. Put some effort in. Looks like we're just playing out to a horrible defeat. Franjic is up there. Oh, goodness me. Now it's a counter-attack again from our attacking throw-in. Here's Kulusevski. That finishes it. That's for sure. Well, well. So the optimism going into the last 2 games. We're talking about all the permutations of who was going to beat who and whatever. Well, it doesn't matter if we get beat in both of our last 2 games, does it? That's poor. So 3-0 down. I cannot see us getting back into this at all, can you? There's Hoot Wagner. Franjic. Oh, we're supposed to be going a bit more direct. Oh, there he is. Franjic. Well, that's directly to one of their players, though, so that's not ideal, is it? Oh, goodness. We've given the ball away again. Hoot Wagner comes out and picks that one up, though. G towards Molnar. He hasn't been able to get into it much today himself, has he? Here's Kulusevski again. What a great ball that is. And a lovely finish by Alexander Isak. And that's 4-0. Oh, dear. Well, I'm hoping that this theory I have about the playoff place is right. Because otherwise we're not going to the Euros. We'll have to wait and see, I suppose, won't we? Once again, Sweden first to that second ball. All game long. Hoot Wagner. Ketchkesh back to Hoot Wagner again. Oh, Shaloi, come to the ball, man. Just a minute of stoppage time left. This has been an absolute education from Sweden today. Kulusevski, is he going to get one last chance? A good challenge. Oh, Svanberg tipped over by Hoot Wagner. I think without him, it could have been double figures today, couldn't it? Just been one of those days. Not sure what I could have done differently, to be honest, but there we are. The actual qualification phase finishes with a 4-0 home defeat. So that result against Sweden, coupled with the other results in the group, means we actually finish 4th, which is a bit disappointing, seeing as we were top going into the final game. And what it actually does mean is we have failed to qualify. So I thought there was going to be that playoff based on Nations League positions, but this time round, it seems they haven't done that. So if we go into the groups, obviously whoever finished top gets into the European Championships. The second place teams were put into this separate league table. So out of them, 9 teams qualify. Czech Republic miss out. But what they've also got is an overall table to decide some of the other places. And the way they sort this isn't just on points. So they put the group winners 1 to 10, second place teams 11 to 20, third place teams in the group go from 21 down to 30. And because we finished 4th, we're the best of the 4th place teams. In fact, we've performed a lot better than many of the 3rd place teams. But it puts us in 31st place in the qualifiers. We don't go to the Euros. And so what does that mean for me? Well, we've been here for 8 years now. And realistically, I think that's long enough for any international manager. We've had a very, very good record up until now. We qualified for 2 Euros, 2 World Cups, made the second round in one of those World Cups. But this time round, failing to qualify for the Euros, I think it's the end of the road for me. So I'm going to be resigning from Hungary. We're going to holiday forward a couple of years, see who takes over from me, see if they manage to qualify them for the World Cup, see if any other new youngsters come through. We'll take a look at that in a minute. But for now, that's going to be it from me with Hungary. Well, holidayed forward a couple of years, and let's see what's happened with Hungary since I left. So, new manager has come in, Peter Lipcai. Doesn't look any great shakes, does he? He's managed a bit in the Hungarian leagues prior to taking this on. So, the thing I do notice straight away, they've gone down in the world rankings to 53rd. We always had them in the sort of low 30s, high 40s. So, things obviously haven't been going quite so well. And the other thing I notice is when you look at the top players, there is no mention of Dominik Szoboszlai. So obviously he has retired from international football. That's interesting. Lucas Janes has moved to Atlanta United in the MLS. Now classed as the key player. He's doing pretty well over there by the looks of things. So let's see what's happened with the schedule. If we go back to the point where I left, which was this humbling at home to Sweden. So we move into the next year. What? I don't believe it. There was a championship qualifier, playoff. The thing that when it told me we weren't qualified and we were done. And and we did have a playoff. We could have gone through and done that. Oh well. Well, Mr. Lipcai obviously didn't do quite so well in it. Beat Kosovo in the semi-final. Nice and easy enough. But then in the final, knocked out by Albania on penalties. So didn't make it to the World Cup. So, then obviously in Group B of the Nations League, just about scraped up above Albania in that. So obviously staying in Group B next time round. And World Cup qualifiers, so in a group with North Macedonia, Latvia, Ukraine and England. I don't imagine that's gone terribly well. And I am right. They have finished 3rd, so mid-table. England obviously winning it at a canter, as they always do in qualifying. Won all 8 of their games. Hungary won 3, drew 1 and lost 4. So, yeah, things aren't brilliant there. So we take a little look at the squad now then. Obviously, like I say, no sign of Szoboszlai anywhere near there. No sign of Adam Nodge. He must have retired also. A new face here, valued at 10.75 million. So we have a Shandor Fodor, another Fodor, who's a youngster at Chelsea of all places. Okay. He's on loan in the MLS himself. Valued at nearly 11 million quid for a 19-year-old centre-back. That's not bad. A lot of familiar faces here. Anybody else we don't recognise? Samuel Mayer, I avoided picking him throughout the whole save. Just something about his face. I wasn't going to have him in my team. But he's obviously made his way into the squad now. Samuel Petrash is a new name. 30 years old? No, he isn't. There's no way. Look at him. Dear, dear me. Felix Goetze. Not heard of this lad. Okay, he's made his way into the squad, centre back. Obviously a German who's been naturalised. Been at Fehervar for a while, so qualified through residency by the looks of it. Everybody else I think we know. Oh, Adam Nodge is still in the squad. There he is. So, okay. Well, it looks like we did pick the right time to leave. Obviously, if Szoboszlai was going to retire, I don't think we'd have been any great shakes going forward, and Peter Lipshire has pretty much proved that. It's been a lot of fun, this series. Really enjoyed it from start to finish, to be honest. Did a lot better than I expected to, with what I expected to be fairly limited resources beyond Szoboszlai. I think early in the save, it helped having the likes of Gulaci and Orban in the squad. The youngsters that came through, some of them did a job for me, but there wasn't really enough quality to take them into the major force I hoped I might be able to. Well, if you enjoyed this episode, please drop a like on there for me. It's always good to get the support of you guys, so if there's anything you'd like to comment in the comment section below, I'd love to see that too. Be that about this episode or the series as a whole. Of course, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. We've got something very, very exciting to come. Another international save after this. And of course, the Greeno tour is still ongoing. So come and hop on the Greenobus. There's plenty of room for you all. It just remains for me to thank you for watching. And that's the end of our time with Hungary. Mighty Magyarok. Viszlát!